This is from Ian in Windsor. He's got a text for you, Andy. He says, Andy Townsend said the tail wagging the dog. Really? So you ignore sports science if they suggest the players shouldn't play? Let's go back to the dark ages, shall we?
Well, Ian, what I would say to that is, right, Bukayo Saka's on the bench. He could be on after 1 minute. Someone could go down injured and he's the best person to go out there and play. You're either ready to play or you're not. Right, that's a fact. Managers, yes, would like to perhaps nurse people, but it don't work that way. Football don't work that way. Arsenal caught a massive cold on Friday night because they thought they could pick a team that actually wasn't good enough to go and win that game. Right, and they had players on the bench that would have been better suited, I believe, to get out there and start that game, get in a positive position, get in a winning position, and then maybe see where the game takes you. But Bukayo Saka, as I mentioned, 19 years of age, whatever he is, had a big, big summer. I'm telling you now, if Mikel Arteta would have said to him at the weekend, I need you playing. I need you playing in this one. I want you to start this one for me. Harry Maguire did. Luke Shaw did. Right? Others have gone and played. Others have gone and done it. He could have done that. Yeah. And I bet you Bukayo Saka would have rewarded him with a far more positive performance than what he got from some of the others.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Arsenal aren't in Europe, so it's not as if they've got the most hectic season coming up, is it? Richard's an Arsenal fan. What do you want to say, Richard? You're on talkSPORT.
Hello, guys. Well, I just think one of the things is there's a culture of denial about just how big this problem is, really. I mean, you can certainly look at the last 10 years of Arsene Wenger's reign and say that we had 10 years of decline and drift. I think we've now appointed two caretakers. I mean, I think that the sad thing is the defensive frailties have been there for about 15 years, but we've always been able to score goals. I think what worries me about the current situation is I don't see where the goals are going to come from, and I can see drift turning into free fall. In terms of the practicalities here, I think we face the same sort of problems as Man U did. We both had to replace a legend. Okay, Wenger was a legend, Ferguson was a legend. But Man U, they have, if you like, their caretakers are better than ours. They had Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho. Whatever you say about Mourinho, he won silverware and he signed Pogba. Pogba would walk into that Arsenal side now. Pogba could probably manage that Arsenal side now. So, you know, it isn't just about Arteta. I think that the other trouble here is sadly we know the owners here have no real appetite and not really the financial resources because they've got a portfolio of baseball clubs. Arsenal's just part of their portfolio.
I think that there's the point to be made there, and this is where the promise to the fans about leaving Highbury, new stadium's going to enter them into a new realm where they can challenge financially with every other team. They've just been proven to be absolutely false, and any wonder the fans are angry about it. Let's take a quick one from Ruben, another Gooner. How you doing, Rube?
Hi, you okay, guys?
Hi, Ruben.
All good, yeah. Thank you.
All right. I'm getting really frustrated, I am, with the amount of grief that you pundits and fans are giving Mikel Arteta. You know, you just got to take into consideration, I think it was 4 years before Jurgen Klopp won a trophy at Anfield with better resources. He had people like Coutinho who he could sell for 100 million and then bring in his own players. Arsene Wenger and Unai Emery have left Arteta with a bag of rubbish. You know, who can we sell for 50, 60, 70 million to recoup and give Arteta the finances so he can buy his own players? He's shopping in the bargain basement. He has to shop in the bargain basement. We can't go for the top players. I'm sure he would have wanted a Jack Grealish or someone like that. We can't afford it. So we've got to go and get Odegaard on loan and get these players. You guys are making it out like this man's just making mistake after mistake. He makes a few little mistakes, and they're being magnified because of the position Arsenal are in. But if you look at the bigger picture, the guys won an FA Cup for us, for God's sake. The Jurgen Klopp didn't win anything for 4 years, okay? And then me as a season ticket holder, and by the way, I'm an ex-professional as well. I done my YTS at Villa whilst Andy Townsend was a player there. So I'd like to think I know what I'm talking about. But the fans, oh my God, they're just giving the man grief. You got to give him time. You're saying, oh, Bellerin, he's got Bellerin and Suarez on the bench. Well, that tells you a story, doesn't it, Adrian? They're not good enough for the football club.
I don't disagree with that, and I did say that you can ask questions of the recruitment, Ruben. But what I would also say is, Arsenal needed a strong manager in this situation because they
and
have
a
the
good
ozone
start,
problem.
Aid, and a fast start and a positive start.
But I'm talking about coming in when he came in. Remember when it was December, I think he came in. Ancelotti the same time as at Everton. Arteta needed somebody who had some real gravitas, who commanded respect straight away, wasn't trying to earn it, so that he could deal with the Ozil situation. He could deal with egos in the dressing room. He could deal with these problems and manage above. This is the big problem he's got. At Manchester City, Pep had the owners just giving him what he wanted. At Arsenal, Mikel Arteta's looking up and thinking, they're not on my side. That's when you need a strong manager to go to the board and say, hang on a minute, well, this isn't right, and if you don't change it, I'm off. And then you'll look like fools. But instead, it's just nodding and smiling and say everything's all right. There's nothing changed. And the FA Cup is a great thing to win, no doubt about that. But it's not a sign of greatness. I've had so many Arsenal fans tweet me saying he's won an FA Cup. Does that mean everything's okay?
No, but you've got to give him... Listen, he's got to be given credit for doing that, Aid. I know we're going to take a very quick break. He's got to be given credit for doing that. However, I'm not going to beef about what Mikel Arteta has done in his previous time at the club. I just think he's made a mistake. He thought he could pick a team against Brentford, little old Brentford. Come on, he thought he could pick a team that would do them, that would roll them over, and they've got stuffed. And he's put them on the back foot. And I think that was a poor decision.
First full season at Arsenal, and they don't make it into Europe. Klopp's first full season at Liverpool, they finished in the top 4. So the caller was totally wrong to make that comparison. This is talkSPORT.